Hey guys, welcome to part two of Human Nature to Animal Instinct. We're starting off with the monarch butterfly. This animal will travel 3,000 miles from Canada into the US to get to their mating grounds. Females, after mating, have to travel another 900 miles to get to their delivery grounds. Yeah, females put it in that work. During mating season, males have up to a week to live, mate or not. Sucks. So they will be the ones in pursuit of a female. Well, naturally. When intercourse occurs, when males ejaculate, here's the big one. When males ejaculate, they lose one third of their body weight, literally getting the life sucked out of them. No pun intended. If too much nutrients from the transfer isn't done correctly, it can cause the female to explode. Talk about going out with a bang, pun intended. For some perspective, though, if a 200-pound man ejaculated, like bees, into a female, that means 67 of those pounds would be transferred to the female counterpart. Then that female would have to get up, go 900 miles somewhere to deliver the kid. And the guy just sits there um, dead. Luckily, that does not occur in our species. However, males still lose essential vitamins and minerals from their body when they ejaculate. Males will lose vitamin B6, B12, and E, and minerals calcium, magnesium, selenium, and zinc. Stocking up on these essential vitamins and minerals will help increase sperm count, or for you lovers out there, replenish. How can we get these in our foods? Well, vitamin B6, things like beef, tuna, salmon, chickpeas, poultry, and dark leafy greens will build the vitamin components from there. We also have vitamin B12, red meats, fish, eggs, beans assist with that. You have vitamin E, almonds, peanuts, sunflower seeds, oil, leafy greens, mango, red bell peppers. Those are uh, some good foods from there. Calcium, of course, we know dairy products, yogurt, mozzarella, things like cheese. But look, kale is on the list, bok choy is on the list, so a couple of other things as well. Magnesium, avocado, papaya, black cherries, selenium. People might not be too familiar with that mineral. It doesn't come up often, but some foods high in selenium would be Brazil nuts, tunas, oyster, pork. We have these Brazil nuts here, which is just compact with that. These are a few examples of where you can get these vitamins and minerals. I'm not a doctor, so this is not a recommendation. The sources I use is from Google AI Overview, Nutrition Source, ods.od.nih.gov, prevention.com, and WebMD. These vitamins and minerals do play a part of your life for quality sperm. However, this is not all the vitamins and minerals needed for daily function. So, one, these aren't all the vitamins and minerals for daily function. Two, there's a lot of foods that we can't eat to put in the nutrients on our body. However, from 100 years ago to now, the vitamin components of these fruits, vegetables, and meats have definitely decreased as time goes on. So, we'll be talking about how to get all the vitamins and minerals, what is actually essential for your body to need, and maybe even some superfoods that could help supplement your diet. Also, for those people that want a new method without having to ejaculate but still want intercourse, there's techniques such as caress, which comes out of from India. and you can achieve orgasm without the ejaculation by having a more disciplined approach and being more awareness of what's actually going on. We'll go over those two subjects in another video. For now, we're going to talk about these lions, which you see on the screen here. Lions will pair 20 to 30 minutes at a time with up to 50 copulations per 24 hours. So when it's the season, it's on and going. Females are in heat up to a week, and lions have a low fertility rate, so they mate up to 3,000 times for a chance to get a cub. Other males can sense when a female is in heat, so they fighting. They fighting for the right to mate. Pregnancy can last 110 to 180 days. They don't mate for up to 2 years to spend the time nurturing the child. And when the cub's grown into a malehood, if it is a male, that previous lion, the daddy lion, will tend to kick the family out in order to search for another female so he could do the same thing all over again. These animals can be considered the 50-50 relationship of the animal kingdom, but believe it or not, male's job is usually for protection. You know, they protect cubs, they'll fight other males off, and when there's a big catch, they'll go ahead and help out. But the female's job is more aligned to actually doing the hunting. And so that's where two of the key differences come in there. We also have tigers. It's not up there, but after they find each other, they actually spend their time together going through their territory. I talk about them because they're another version of cats. You can see like tiger interactions, like the tiger's opening up, showing a non-aggressive posture when it comes to a female, so she could feel, like, okay, this male don't just want me for my body, so she'll come up to the male will be like spread out, basically just chilling, and they don't even smash the first, excuse me, they don't have intercourse the first time they just meet. They'll go around the territory for maybe more than 3 days on average and get to know the territory for real before actually copulating. Here we go for the frog. There's a couple of frogs we're actually going to be talking about here, but it's very similar characteristics within all the frog species on their mating rituals. So I just all categorized it into one. But here we go. We have the transparent glass, golden dart, and then there's going to be one unknown. So starting with the golden dart frog, it stands 2 inches in size. Males will fight others within a 10-yard radius. Remember, these are 2-inch frogs, 10 yards. Keep with me. Just to get the best position. In the best position, they'll actually croak to so loud it will cover 100 yards radius, and with the intentions to attract a female with their croak. Their voice can also intimidate other male rivals in the area to stand clear. Females will have to follow a distinct sound in order to mate. Females travel the equivalent to humans, a 3-mile obstacle course, due to their size. It's also under a time limit, by the way, because they're only fertile for a specific amount of time. Bigger males will naturally have a better chance attracting a female because their croaks are projected louder. Smaller males will have to adapt and use their environment to their advantage. You could see males utilizing like tree holes in the area to produce the croak and use the tree hole in a specific pitch so it can echo even farther than its normal range in order to attract the female. The tree hole can actually add another protection layer. Transparent glass frogs, male and females will croak back and forth with each other, showing they're receptive. Females, when about to mate, will absorb the water until she swells, hydrating the eggs in her, and then releases eggs on surface, while the male is right behind the female, the frog position, catching the eggs literally with his feet and fermenting the eggs as it goes. Now, they both work in parental roles here. One will stay on the eggs to keep on hydrating them for its chance of survival, while the other one is protecting from predators. We have mice here. The California mice, they form lifelong pairings here. Studies show mice removed from partner to be with another different gender both remain loyal majority of the study. So what that means is they basically had these containers, right? And they'll put these different pairs together, and they'll take the male pair and they'll put it within another box with just a female in it. But the male basically stood 10 toes down and didn't have intercourse with the female. And that is what the studies usually portrayed. However, even if they had intercourse or not, when they went back to the original pairing, the female was known to have angry characteristics, basically yelling at the male counterpart for that long distance stuff. Now, the study shows that the quicker they are to return back to normal relations was a better chance for the offspring to grow up in a healthy environment. So, for you people out there, a lot of people need to hear this. Then we have prayer vows, known as the most monogamous and affectionate out of the mammals, which is excluding humans, as researchers would put it. They could actually sense when the partner is stressed and provide them a level of comfort. So you'll see them like grooming them, being around them, close to them, and that's how they describe of affection within these species. Now, they spend most of their time together, and if a female or male counterpart comes into their vicinity, both the pairs will run that random stranger out of the place. Talk about teamwork. Oregon researchers also conducted a study putting literally them under the influence. How are these researchers getting this money? I don't know, but we have the data, so we'll go on with it. So they'll put the mice under influence. Females showed that it made them closer to their mate. However, it causes males to more likely stray away. Take that as you will. Take that as you will.